What are you not sharing? What are you holding on to and not sharing with others that is causing you pain, isolation, impacting your mental fitness, which then, of course, will impact your health, your work, your relationships, and your enjoyment of life? Most of you will be aware of my health transformation in 2008, but I wanted to share a light bulb moment that occurred in a conversation with a LinkedIn friend and business coach, Nikki Kerr. So Nikki and I have been chewing the fat on calls over the last few months and really enjoy each other's easy and interesting company. However, in our most recent conversation, Nikki mentioned that she'd listened to the breakfast radio interview I did, which was recorded during the Mental Health Awareness Week in 2021. So her interest was raised further when I mentioned how astounded and upset my family and friends were when they heard the interview at the time, saying, "Oh no, Sheila, we had no idea," or "Why didn't you come to me? Why did you go through this yourself?" Obviously very loving and very caring people, but they weren't inside my head. Her surprise also made me recognise that I'd not been totally upfront in the interview or subsequent podcasts and radio interviews. So why did I not speak to people who were close to me? Well, although I did have a few people that 100% had my back and they knew what was going on, I don't think they appreciated the impact it was having on my mental fitness and my self-esteem and my confidence. I just put on a face and carried on. So I didn't want people close to me to know actually how bad it had got, but I also didn't want to reveal it to those that potentially would enjoy my discomfort and the stress caused by the toxic activities that were around me. So what were the main reasons that I didn't share, that I just held it in? Well, there was pride, which I know we shouldn't have. We shouldn't even embrace that, but there was pride because I was failing at something. There was fear and threats and manipulation and lies. So there was court cases, there was very aggressive behaviour against me, and there were things put on social media, and it was horrible. Embarrassment because I was failing at something. I thought some people might go, "Well, we told you so." Would they be really good friends if they did that? But actually they probably were right, and I just didn't listen to them at the time. The financial burden. I was so far in debt, and I wasn't even sharing that with those people close to me. Didn't want to worry them. I thought I'd just carry on and work it out myself. And what if it made my head spin further? What if I broke down as I shared it, as I let it out? And there was my kids as well. Obviously, that I had to take that into consideration. I've mentioned before in a few of my posts and other videos about the elastic band ball, and that was, for me, a really good way to describe it. It was like everything in my life, the good things and the bad things and the really bad things, were all clumped together in my head. And it was like in this elastic band ball, and I couldn't separate the things that were going on. So the elastic band ball is a good analogy for me. But for me, it was hard to walk away also from the stresses. I should have done it years and years ago, but I couldn't walk away from the stresses and toxicity as I was physically, mentally, financially, emotionally, and legally embroiled. And it's easy to say now because this is a skill I've learned through my own experience, through studying and now utilising my own coaching. But opening up, being vulnerable and sharing is a gift for your mental fitness. So years on, and those that know me will agree, I am now in the best badass place mentally, physically, emotionally, and I absolutely love what I do. So to repeat the question, what are you holding on to that is causing mental upsets and bringing these challenges? I would say talk to someone, always talk to someone, reach out to your doctor and professionals or a trusted community, be brutally honest with them. Especially if you're being stonewalled by a doctor's receptionist, saying, tell them how vulnerable you're feeling. So from experience, I probably and totally unintentionally hurt people by not sharing, as they would have wanted to have been with me in a heartbeat. But you don't feel like that when you're going through it and the elastic band ball is tight in your head. But they understand, and a bit of hand holding along the journey goes a long, long way. So that was a great chat, Nikki. Let's have some more light bulb moments.